Hey guys, it is Kaya here. I have a special surprise for you today. Listen, it is Black History Month and we are showing out here at Bravo. We're Black. Okay, things are going great. I have been watching Southern Hospitality. I'm obsessed with it. Sometimes I even go on stories and I watch it on stories and I give my commentary on stories on Bravo While Black, our Instagram, as well as what I do with Southern Charm. But Southern Charm can Southern Hospitality is where it's at. Obviously, you guys there are calling this the new Vanderpump Rules, but it's so much more than that. Like these people have their own stories going around, and they're not just checking boxes. Like Brad says, yes, I got Bradley on here, and we have a key. But before that, I got Michols and Lake to come and talk with me, and it was a good time. Also, they are new to the show. They have their own storylines. They are entertaining. They were so nice. All three of them were nice, but I did these interviews at a separate time. So first you will hear Lake and Michols chat with me for a little bit, and then you will hear Bradley chat with me for a little bit. So this is the Southern Hospitality Super episode, and I will be back next week to talk pop culture and Bravo with you guys. Thank you for listening. I love you. And I really hope that you give this show a chance. Follow everyone here, support what they do. And yeah, I really think that you'll like the show, especially because we're going to have that missing link of Vanderpump Rules. We are in the golden years right now. There are just so many things going on. People having breakdowns, people getting accused of cheating on their partners, people sleeping with Luann from Real Housewives of New York, people that are DJs, they're physical trainers, they're artists. Like it's just a whole bunch of stuff going on Southern Hospitality. But I was able to get many other people of color on the cast on one episode. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you guys are having a great February and just keep breathing and have a good time. Bye. Well, okay, so first off, how long have you guys been working at Republic before you even started the show? Like, were you always around? Did we see you in the background in season 1 and season 2? What's the dealio?
Okay, so I started at Republic maybe a year and a half ago. I came right at the very end when they wrapped season 2. And they were still going through the confessionals and everything. That's really when I came in and I kind of quickly just became friends with everybody in the group.
Yeah. I started working at Republic recently around February and March of 2024. And then I became close with everybody really quick and we just started hanging out.
Okay, that's interesting because sometimes I like to go back and rewatch episodes and see if I can spot anyone in the background. I just want to get to it because we obviously don't have a lot of time today. I am Kaya from the Bravo While Black account, and my podcast is called Bravo We're Black. I usually have a partner, but he is working today. Sometimes I get to DM you guys and just talk about regular stuff or the show. But I'm just so happy to have two people of color on the cast that's already so diverse. But both of you are actually queer people.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I love that about it because it's not, it's a scandalous storyline. It's not something that's hidden. It's just something that, people can actually relate to. So, Michols, I want to start with you first. You had a very powerful just in one conversation, you kind of summarize the experience for a lot of young gay men of color in the South. You had a situation where you and TJ kind of made out. He kind of ghosted you a little bit. You didn't know what was going on. And you guys had that conversation on camera. Were you nervous to have it? Did you know what you were going to say?
Going into that scene, are you talking about the nail salon?
Yes, the nail salon scene.
So going into that scene, I did not want to be there. After my birthday, I was like, I don't want anything to do with TJ. I don't want to be around him. I don't want to see him ever again until filming's done. That was kind of my vibe. So I feel like in a way, I was maybe a little dismissive Obviously, it's so hard to, show everything show everything that was captured in only like a 42-minute episode. But yeah, at the very beginning, I just really didn't want to hear anything he had to say because I already felt like just from the very beginning, whenever the kiss happened to when the cameras came up, then to the coffee, it was just one thing after another. And I just never felt like I was ever going to get resolution or, if there was ever going to be clarity. So I just feel like going into it, I just was very dismissive. And then I kind of turned it around and I was like, let's maybe not be so insensitive and like actually just hear him out because he could be coming from a good place and he was. So in a way, I'm very grateful that we had to have that conversation and connect on a deeper level and get to understand each other more.
Yeah, and I was so happy that because it kind of touched so many different subjects in one conversation, and that was literally just your truth. It's also relatable to me, even though I obviously am not a gay man, but like I do, just date whoever I like. And I do fear that sometimes, especially white men, could fetishize me. You want to hook up with me, but can you take me home to your parents? So
exactly.
That was amazing. Can you tell me about have you had people reach out to you after that? Have you spoken to any like fans that kind of related to that experience or told you that they did?
I did, yeah. I got so many DMs. I mean, there's probably some that I still haven't even been able to open. It was just flooding. So much good feedback. So many people reaching out and just saying like, your story made me feel heard. Thank you so much for sharing. Like, we need this on TV. But yeah, a lot of people are like, your scene really moved me. A lot of people really only paid attention to like my family aspect of it, and they had a lot of nice things to say too. But yeah, it was very positive, and it was very nice to see that part of my story was able to help some people. Just because I always told myself, like, before starting the process, I'm going to do this and I'm going to be unconditionally me, and I'm just going to stay true to myself. I'm essentially newly gay to the public. Obviously, my friends knew that I was gay for the longest time, but it's looked at differently when you go on TV and you're now a gay person in the public eye. So yeah, I'm just trying to stay true and authentic to myself while helping people. And I hope that my story just continues to help other people.
Okay, so don't get mad at me, but I asked the people, as I told a couple people, like, I'm going to have my baby on here. They want to know, where are you and TJ now? And if not, if you guys are not, dating or anything, do you have a man? Because a lot of people are thirsting after you.
Okay, so great few
Girls
questions.
and guys.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
The DMs are flooded. I have not really been opening them just because that's...
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
a lot.
Anyway.
You got DMs before.
Yeah, I got DMs before, but it was never this bad.
Yeah, I mean, you're on TV. You're also like, how tall are you?
6'4". Yeah.
6'4", 6-pack too.
Exactly. So, okay, are you single? Or are you in a situationship?
So, you'll just have to keep watching the season. As the season plays out, I can't disclose, but as the season plays out, you'll be able to see more. You'll get to see me go on a date and see whether things progress or not. And I feel like that's the best way I could tease that for you.
Okay, perfect. And that just means that, like, when the season is over, you got to come back.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay, period. Now,
of course.
Wait, I have been meaning to talk to you, baby, because I haven't been able to get in your DMs just yet. But we finally got to see your solo scenes, know where you come from, know where you go. And it was just like, both of you guys are so young and already so accomplished, but it's like, I'm looking at this show and I'm like, this girl is an artist. She got a lake house that looked like my sim house. Why Southern hospitality? Like, what made you want to, one, work at Republic, and also, two, do the show when it just seems like you have so much going for you? Like, you're the definition of like Black excellence.
Oh, oh my God, I love that compliment. Okay, sis, I love it. Keep it coming. Honestly, I feel like I've always been a people person. I've always been an extrovert. I've always enjoyed talking to people. And a part of that is, you know, being hospitable and being into like hospitality. And what better way to be in hospitality than to be in the best businesses in Charleston? And Republic is, you know, home base. I love Republic. I went to Republic before I even started working there. And you know, I'm newly out of college and I just graduated and I'm trying to find my way. I'm trying to figure out, you know, everything. And honestly, I was given the opportunity to work as a host at Republic, and I love it there. I love my friends there, and I'm having fun with it. I'm continuing to work on my craft. I still paint all the time. And
the price just went up because after seeing your paintings, I mean, they were already beautiful, but after seeing them at your lake home and then now you're on TV, you got to add a zero to that, baby.
Please, please. I need to, you know, work on more pieces first and continue to just like hone in on my craft and continue work on music as well. And, you know, be young, you know, it's okay. It's okay to not have everything figured out just yet. And if my path is leading me towards hospitality, then I think I'm in a perfect place. If my path is leading me towards artistry, I'm in a perfect place because I do art every day. So
as long as you're happy, like whatever makes you happy, and it seems like you're happy on the show, you look beautiful and happy now.
Like thank you so much.
Like I said, you guys are both so young and like so accomplished. Michols, how did you even get, like, how did you get to the level that you are at Republic? Like, you run that bitch.
So I get this question a lot. So when I was newly 18 years old, I just moved to Charleston. You know, just recently came out to my family. I was really trying to find my way. It was all about really how I was raised. My parents are both from different countries. And I kind of, you know, saw them growing up. I mean, my parents literally came from nothing and just built an empire for themselves. So watching them do that, I've always had this ambition and this drive as I gotten older. And I was unfortunately, and still am, being forced to go to school. So because of that, I always, have always tried to find my niche in a way, and I've never really been able to do that. And it was really when I started going out or like just exploring or like doing research or like just being able to go out underage with a fake ID and like, you know, going to bars and being like, whoa, this is so cool. Like never being exposed to that. I kind of fell in love with it. So I was 18 years old. I got a job at a nightclub in Charleston. And I was a bar back for a few weeks. And the owners literally came up to me and they were like, you're way too pretty to be doing this, like verbatim. And I was like, oh shit, okay. So they moved me up to a host. So it was just there hosting at their nightclub. Later on, they opened another property. I was a VIP host there. I became the lead. Then shortly over some time, the person that was ahead of me was the VIP coordinator. She ended up being moved to a different property in a different state. And they kind of just let me take over. From there, maybe another year went by and I was looking for some change. And that's when I started at Republic. And yeah.
That's so amazing to see because it's like we're celebrating. By the way, like you made, both of you guys are making splashes on the screen and like really using the camera time to show people about you. The first event of the season was literally your birthday. Did you feel any pressure around that?
I don't know. My birthday, I knew there were going to be some conversations had that I didn't want to have. and the first thing I thought was, I need to get fucked up. Like, I need to get
Yeah.
drunk. Like, I need to get really drunk. That was my first thought. Sorry for the cursing.
No, you can.
Yeah, I was so quick. I was like, oh yeah, where are all the drinks? All I remember was somebody gave me a shot of something orange, and I was done for. Anything else that happened, my conversation with TJ, my makeout, I don't remember any of it, but I had a good time. The crying, I don't even know what I said. So
No, it was like
that's the best way for me to put it.
Okay, Lake, I know you didn't think I was done with you. You know, I got to ask you about you and Bradley. Like, we saw this kind of this flirtation come into fruition, and we are at the Lake house, my Sim's house. When you're home, you are, you know, saying, listen, he's hot. And he is. Like, he's very sculpted. You can get any man or woman, like you said, in the world. What attracted you to Bradley?
Honestly, you know, his hardworking spirit. He's very hardworking. He has multiple businesses and multiple things going for him. And I look for people that have multiple things going for them. And so he was a very kind person, and he was my friend before. And, you know, we're just good friends. He's a good person.
So are you guys still good friends right now, or are you something more, or what's going on?
You'll just have to wait and watch and see, you know, how our story unfolds, but we're in a very good place.
Okay, I love to hear that. So what can I want each of you to tell me one thing that you want viewers to know about yourself that may not necessarily get aired, or, you know, may not come across from, you know, what we see. Like, what's something that maybe you guys enjoy? What's something about you maybe that's like a fun fact, or what's something that you just want viewers to know about you?
What's something for them to know about me?
Or like, what do you think? What do you want people to take from your story that you're telling on here? It doesn't have to be anything like heavy, you know. Like, sometimes not everything has to be a lesson. It can just be something like fun. What do you want people to know, or what is something that you would say to anyone watching?
I just want people to feel like they could be my friend and feel like they can relate to me and talk to me, and know that if you see me walking on the street, you could just say, hey, Lake, and just say, hey, and I'll sit down and have a conversation with you, because that's just who I am. I love people, and I want the people to love me.
And I think that they will, and connection is definitely so important in the world that we are living in today. So
yes, very.
in your turn.
I would probably say never say no to opportunities. You never know where you're going to end up.
Yeah. Did you guys ever think that you would do reality TV or something in the entertainment world?
I didn't know.
My friends always told me that they would see me like doing something along these lines, because I've always been kind of crazy, and they're always like, well, I hope you do it right, you know, hope you're not too crazy.
Like, for me, I've always wanted to model, but I never thought that like the reality TV way would be up my alley.
Or would be the segue for modeling, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
You're going to get both of you guys are going to get so many opportunities from this, as you probably already know. So, okay, we have to wrap up the interview soon, but it's been so nice talking to you guys. Can you tell me anything juicy that's coming up that we can look forward to without getting in trouble, of course?
A lot more crash outs and a lot more drinking.
Okay, listen.
I'd probably say our big cast trip.
Yes, Vegas.
Ooh. Oh, you guys went to Vegas for the cast trip.
Yes.
That is always a place that brings out the best and the worst. So
1000%.
Yes.
I can't wait to see it. And I am just so happy to be able to speak with you guys. And you guys have to come back probably at the end of the season so we can really get to the bottom of things right here. So thank you for talking with me.
Thank you
pleasure.
for having us.
Yeah, it was really nice meeting you.
Yes, it was so nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you guys, and I will be in your DM soon. So
Me
Sounds
too.
good. We
We'll
love it.
talk very soon.
perfect.